'cause I read the manga. Hiya everybody, it's your boy Coops here with surprisingly another Bleach Brave Souls video. I didn't think I was going to be doing another summoning session on this, but for those who hadn't seen how the Ulquiorra one went, go check that one out, because it was a long one, and I really didn't think I was going to have enough, wink wink,
yeah,
to get through the thing. Oh, by the way, RTB's here again, because I can't do these without him. He's the one that's going to have to be hyped for the both of us, because in terms of these characters, I don't really know them too well. But, well, one of them, and then some of the forms of the other ones. But what I mean by, let's go into the summons real quickly. And I did it again. I did the same thing where I thought I clicked it, but I clicked off. Progress. Forgive us if either of us are a bit spacey. I came back from work tired and I just crashed until this came up. So as you can see, the new manga versions are here. Round 4, we got Ichigo with his big giant broadsword thing. You're watching me fat being all, you know, godhood, I guess. Yorichi
like
being
cat
all
god form, yeah.
super kitty Beerus form. And then Kisuke being an edgelord, because he's got that edgelord pose going on, and there's this creepy doll thing right here. So how this is going to work is, because it's pretty much the same as the Ulquiorra steps, I'm at least going to go all 6 steps, hopefully, because there's a lot of 5 stars in here that I don't even have. There's only one duplicate one that I do have that's like off banner and not the focus. So any of those are welcome for this. Though, also before, I should have addressed this when I was back here, but I'm just going to step back for a second. Those of you might not care, but I actually finally got an LEL. Because she was in, like, the birthday summons. You log on to a character during their birthday time. Fun fact, today is Grimjow's birthday. But, so you get 20 birthday things, like medallions, exchange them, you get a free 5-star. I got her. I guess she got jealous I was showing Ulquiorra too much affection, but hey, it was her fault that she didn't want to show up in her Paracel form, so I at least got a form of her. And then the mini shrine, I've got the 2 manga characters, the only 2 that I have, which is Retsu and Sanjin. Sanjin I really need to work on his level, but I've been working on, like, everybody's levels as of, you know, the 3-year celebration thing, so there you go. Bam. Quality video right here. I feel like I'm doing a lot of the talking. You're not really interjecting a lot. Anyway, so I guess I'll go ahead and say character priority, because I did watch a few of them and how they worked in battle thing. Surprisingly to me, Ichigo's kind of the weakest, but then again, it's really more so because we've already got like a manga Ichigo when he was using like the 2 swords, and I really feel they could have just fit into his moveset when he combined them into one and had a horn, so he's kind of the weakest one to me. You watching me fap is probably the strongest, just because of how like godhood tier that he is, even so more so how he was perceived in the manga. I wouldn't know, but RTB would know. And then surprisingly, because I thought Miroichi was going to be kind of the weakest one, but she's actually, to me, tied with Kisuke. More so, I like her moveset a lot. And then really, Kisuke, the only thing that's kind of saving him, I mean, he has a pretty decent moveset, but he has one of the only people who have this gimmick where once they die, they can revive themselves. So he'd be really useful for, like, quests and stuff like that, that are really hard and would probably knock me out and give me a second chance to do it. So, without further ado, our first one's free. I doubt I'll pull all 4 in the freebie. If I do, I am a witch, and I should be burned. So,
Hacks.
Anyway, let's go. Can we pull another 5-star like I did in the first go? No, we cannot. Alright, this is going to be trash. So, but I am just going to let it just go through. I would normally skip, but we have some things to discuss. Well, I'm going to start us off with how I'm a little bit disappointed once again in the Fire Emblem community, because I've recently been more into the Fire Emblem community, whatever, thanks to Heroes, and the newest legendary hero was released being Lucina. Now, I would have had a video up for her, but unfortunately, Micaiah ate all my orbs. Though, for those of you who want to see something special at the end of this, stick around, because I plan on doing a little something, but it's not gonna be too grand in terms of the Lucina summoning. But, so everybody's giving her shit. When the video first went up, it had like 800 likes to 1,300 dislikes, just because it being Lucina, and I guess they're tired of like anything to do with Awakening, anything to do with ults, even though, to be honest with you, Lucina hasn't really got as much ults as Lyn had, but whatever. And things of that nature, people shitting on in the comments of that video for even mentioning / liking Lucina, and it's like, guys, this is why sometimes I feel Samasi was right. Because you guys really have nothing better to do than to pick on a character for being a character. You gotta think, IS needs to make money, alright? And Lucina, Lyn, Hector, all of them, they're very, and this is going to be trash again, very, popular characters. They're going to rake in the money. Geralt from Fire Emblem 4, the Abyssal Cave, isn't going to make them money. But he's my favorite, though. And you'd probably not even summon for him, even if a banner was for Geralt. I don't even know if Geralt's an actual character. I just pulled the name up for no reason.
Can I give an example in a wrestling analogy?
Sure, man.
Okay, so I know. So I like Martin Squirrely. He plays the villain from the Bullet Club. He's a big name in New Japan. He's a big name, not so much in. I mean, he is getting a big name in America, but he's big in New Japan. Point is, let's say he's like the. Let me break it down like this. Between Martin Squirrely, the aka Villain Club dude, versus John Cena in terms of like merch sales, who would sell more?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would lead towards John. He has more of a mainstream audience in America, where Marty has a good cult following and people know who he is. Now more so thanks to Being Elite YouTube channel, which you definitely check out when you have a chance. It's a full little like behind the scenes of wrestlers
and hopefully not get annoyed by the little cutoff word at the end here. Like, just it does like a break it down song, and then
thankfully
right
as it goes on.
By the way, just real quickly, gonna do this trash-free daily pull. I didn't get nothing from the Ichigo one back when it was here. I also didn't get nothing from the Getsuga. I'm sure not gonna get nothing from this one with how things have been going so far. So I'll just hit the dab. We'll get the 4-star and go ahead and continue.
So in comparison, what's gonna sell more, John Cena or Martin Squirrely? John Cena, in my opinion, is going to sell more merch and just sell more and be more of a bigger draw. Nothing against Martin; he's a great wrestler, no doubt about it. That's why he's part of the Bullet Club staple. But John Cena's a bigger name. He's known around the wrestling world. He's like in the top 10, like considered the top 10 greatest wrestlers of all time. So so I know people look at her as like John Cena, but she's more well known,
showing its ugly head right now.
And then Hector's like the Martin or Squirrely of the group. Like, yeah, he's a good cult following, and people recognize it, but not the casual everyday person know him in comparison to, like, say, a John Cena. Just to give an example.
But still, even then, at least Hector like got a bunch of ults, and no one was complaining about that. Well, people were complaining, but people will complain just to complain a lot. But guys, it's just a character. Chill out. I would hate for you guys to play DBZ Dokkan Battle where there's 12 billion Gokus to fight through. That's all I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
There's like 12 billion ults of him in comparison to Cooler that only has like 2.
Yeah, have you seen how fucking shit on DBZ Fighters lately because they have too much ults of Goku? Now it's like base Goku, base Vegeta. Now people are getting pissed off about that shit. Considering the fact that there's super...
I mean, that one's rightfully so, considering it's locked in a season pass that you're paying for. When
$35,
that just kind of screams like free update material.
Right.
Unlike the likes of what
about Kale and what's her name?
Kale and Khalifa?
Why couldn't they be in the game?
Because they're too busy fusing and going to Xenoverse, that's why.
Or put Jaren and what's his name?
Topo.
Topo. I mean, there's like 4 characters right there you can put in the game. Bam. There you go. You're welcome.
Alright, you ready for this 4th multi that's not going to be anything worthwhile? I guess I had it. This game was like, no, you had it too good with Ulquiorra, man. You're not getting nothing. Yikes! 4 multis and no 5-star to speak of. Ugh. Get the gun now. Get the gun, Dad.
No. But so it's that bad, huh? God, it's just what can I expect?
It's like
it's
Zamasu.
become
It's like, this world is beautiful, and then all the comments with Lucina, especially one that's like, can we call her both thought instead? And it's like, but this is mortals that make it ugly.
And that's my waifu, man. Leave my waifu alone, man. She ain't she's the thought that saved the franchise. You're welcome.
Like, who cares if she gets more ults? I wish I could summon for her, but at the same time,
Same.
A, Micaiah drained my orbs, and B, the two that's kind of blocking her right now, which is Azura and Ishtar. I would only like one Azura, and then I would be done. I wouldn't want multiple, and then Ishtar Merrick already got for me.
God,
So.
this is I didn't know about this, and I'm glad I did. I would have been upset because I saw the Lucina. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, because it was like on the trending page on my Google thing.
Yeah, no, to me, I was
I was
regretting,
like,
like,
ooh.
man, I should have waited and not went balls deep on that Micaiah banner.
I was like, ooh, I like the armor too. It's really cool. In fact, it was like made to like a Funko or like.
Well, and I think that also complaining, like, because you haven't looked, but her armor style is kind of the same in comparison to her Brave Lucina, where she uses the lance.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that one, and I think also people are complaining that there's not much of a design change from her there to that one. But here, spoiler alert, neither was Lens. But anyway.
And no one complained about that, correct?
Well, no, a lot of people complained about the Lin alts for a little bit, but I think it's just one of those things that I want to say Lucina's more the straw that broke the camel's back in terms of like people being reused, and it's just I just threw in a garbage single right there. So we've already done 4. I think I'm gonna have to do a couple extra ones so we get a 5-star because I was gonna go 6, but man, and this is probably the
12 minutes, about almost 12 minutes in.
Yeah, and this is about the worst that I think I've done on a video. I mean, hey, different spectrum. I consider Ulquiorra the best, and this one's like, ugh. But then again, it's one of those things like, hey, I played this game for free, and I grinded up these, like, orbs, like, way back when, so I'm not too miffed. And then there was a B, but I already forgot that. Oh my god. So, remember when I said that this game has 3%? Because it sure feels like it.
Yeah, it sure does.
Double yikes. Makes me really blessed on that. Thankful for that Ulquiorra pull that I managed.
Yeah, I know.
Gosh diddly darn dang.
Well, to bring him some happy news, new Spider-Man game from Insomniac Games just went gold. So it'll be on time for September 7th release.
That's
so
cool.
that's good.
And then we'll figure out that guy is wanting to get Peter's rent money.
Yeah, the 6th member of the Sinister Six
Yeah.
is Brent with glowing red eyes.
Do you also want to talk about the one thing that was good about the Teen Titans Go to the Movies thing?
Oh,
didn't bring that up
spoiler
yet?
alert! So apparently, it's doing at the box office. I mean, it took 10 million to make it. It got 11 million back, and it's
Yeah,
only
it's one of those things you could show your kids worse, but the adult fans aren't really gonna get anything out of it.
same. It's like one of those things like I wouldn't see it, but if I had kids that want to see it, I'd take them.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of good things about it anyway. So, there's like
Alright, so it comes down to the guaranteed... Sorry to cut you off again. But it
Okay.
comes down to the guaranteed 5-star. Wow, we went so many in and didn't get anything. But, I mean, this one's guaranteed, so let's hope it's... You're watching me fap! Anyway, go on about the Teen Titans.
so the spoilers. Well, that's a spoiler. But the end credits. This is a spoiler for those who want to see it. Who don't want to like
Whoa, that's a bunch of text. I have no idea who that is, though. And it's
Same.
going really slow. Oh, okay, it's Edgelord Kisuke.
nice.
I'll take it at this point.
Nice.
Oh, and this is Yoruichi in the same one.
Wow. Nice.
Talk about a turnaround.
Nice.
I'll take that. Talk about a turnaround at the very end. All right.
Nice.
And they were both in like the same span one too, and they.
And it's like
kinda-
they like have a relationship with each other. If
Yeah.
Makes sense. But yeah, at the end credit scene, there apparently Rob was trying to get like a signal to the theater, and he like it was like kind of like in and out. It's the design of the original Titans, and he managed to fix it, and he like told the audience, "Hey, we figured out a way how to get back." And it's the original like team, how they look from the cartoon, and it ends and people went nuts in the theater like, "Oh my god!" So that's fantastic. Now you know how you kind of got, now you know how I feel the whole DC like Titan show, where everyone's like just shitting on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm the only one that likes him.
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
Like,
Even like,
I love Lucina. She's from the fire.
but and even Pro Z, who I like a lot. Even he was shitting on it and like shitting on the service. I'm like, but I like the show and I want to get the service, and you just see me just the Hell of Darkness plays in the background. You see me just slowly put a gun to my head.
Yeah, especially if they're gonna hold like the Justice League stuff like hostage and whatever, and the older like Batman, Superman cartoons and things like that, because they're probably gonna take those off of like the other service because they already took that off of Netflix.
Which I don't mind because there's so much great content into the cartoon movies, and plus Young Justice season 3 is gonna be on there. Plus the CW shows are probably gonna be on there. So probably they're probably the only ones interested. So now you feeling that like everyone's just shitting on it. It's edgelord shit. It's just like, oh boy.
So with how abysmal that kind of went, I don't really feel like dipping back on this banner. I'm gonna call it a win since I edged out at least with probably two of the better ones, Kisuke and Yoruichi. I'm gonna end it right there. Unfortunately, I couldn't get You're Watching Me Fap, but I might casually do a couple of singles as we go on, and hopefully I get him like off screen there. But this banner is kind of giving me vibes like until I got to the guaranteed one, there was nothing good. So I think
maybe to be fair, probably a lot of people. This is like the 1,000-year the Blood Arc or the Blood War or the 1,000-year War, some people call it. This is like a highly sought after like adaptation of Bleach where like people want to see an anime form. Like they really pushing for it hard. So I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people, maybe it's 3% because a lot of people is getting on this banner and trying to get it to have the lore.
Kudos once again for K-Lab. They're not making the servers die.
True. That's probably why it's at that 3%. Like you feel like legitly is.
I will say one thing. Instead of the extra Ichigo one, since we already had one, I kind of wished it was Aizen instead. Granted, from this session I still wouldn't have got him, but I feel like Aizen would have been a better choice. But then again, they're probably just gonna save him for another manga banner because you got to think of money too. Like,
and also Ichigo does fight different because that's his Shikai with the two swords, and that's his Bankai.
Well, I'm still saying there could have been like a move because how the manga Kenpachi one works is that he like kind of just starts off with an axe and everything, and then when he does a special, he transforms into that demon one for a little bit, and he fights like that. I'm just still saying maybe Ichigo could have done that, where he fights like that once he uses special. He uses the sword instead and the one horn thing, and just kind of fights like that for a little bit instead of making two separate Ichigo. But then again, he's the face, he's the poster child. So he's gonna get that special treatment regardless. And
by the way, he's just why that he had those new swords because he broke his really
Yeah, You're Watching Me Fap.
Yeah, can you get back? Can you go back to him real quick?
Come back, You're Watching Me Fap. No, don't click on Kisuke. You're Watching Me Fap. Come back here.
He broke Ichigo's sword.
It is I, You Watching Me Fap.
Yeah, he kind of revealed that he was a Quincy. And then he broke his sword, and that's why he had to get those new ones. So that's what happened with that. If you're wondering why was his original sword? Why is two? Because he broke his original one. Had to go through training and forge. Go through training, which he got through eventually, and forge new swords, and that's what he got.
Did he also break them with one finger?
No.
Okay.
But he just chopped it and some shit.
Well, yep. So guys, again with Bleach, I hope your step-ups went way better than mine did, because that was a little rough going through that with no 5-star. But hey, I'm thankful that even in the end we at least got two, and they were like two of the main poster ones. So I'll definitely take that. Kisuke was like and they were both kind of the same in the middle value for me. So it's a success for me. So I would say go ahead and sign us off. But there's one little thing that I want to do, so I need you to turn on your camera phone with me, and we're going to cut to that footage. So we will be right back.
Oh, hi again, plebs. Didn't see you there, even though I did tell once again Jeeves to record the footage yet again. He gave a thumbs up. Way to go, Jeeves. You keep doing what you're doing, man. Love you. Mwah. And welcome back to another Fire Emblem Heroes YOLO summoning session. I'm gonna show you plebs how to get Lucina, though everybody be hating on your girl like they hate on your boy Skinny Peanut. Name pending, don't worry about it right now. But anyway, here she is. hate her, even though I love her, and I'm going to get her right now like a true champion would. So we're gonna go and look for Blue here. How many did I get, Jeeves?
None.
Well, clearly she's in the red one. Watch as this red, you haters think it's red, but it's actually blue. And then look at this. See, that's clearly Cena, but you're hating her so much that you don't want to admit that it's even her. And that's how you get Lucy. And just to let you guys know, I'm gonna break character. This is what I expected to happen with Luis, just to get a really crappy Ogma and no colors, but hey, it happens. Just add to the crap. But I know I have like 70 something, but I ain't gonna fully summon for her. I would love to, but I can't. So I'm just gonna end it with that, you guys. Hope you guys have better luck in whatever mobile crap you're doing, and see you next time for something, I don't know.
Bye-bye, hello.